All right. That's the major progress of the day. I got a door on. Oh, there's a flat metal. Can't focus on it. Oh my God. This fucking phone. It's like it's built by retards for retards, I swear. Anyway, got the driver's side door on there, and it's just hanging there, obviously. But I got a bunch of holes punched down the side here for the bolts to hold it on, and these are I'm calling them nut bars because it amuses me. But like these are going to go on the back side down here, and then I'll pull a tiny rivet to hold this thing behind here, and then the door, or the quarter panel in this case, will bolt through all of it into those nut bars to hold it on. That way we can take it on and off without any trouble. Got a little bit of red peeking there I'm going to have to trim, but luckily it's a flange, so it's not that big a deal. That looks good. I got all of my nut bars made. The nut bar spent all day fabricating nut bars, but a pile of them is all made here, and they're done, tapped, and ready to use. So making good progress. That doesn't look like a whole lot, but that was all day. So the pile of nut bars, and I got the door hung, and I done some other stuff that you're not going to be able to see here anyway because it was logistical, moving stuff around. Got the generator out and run up and made sure it was going to work and everything. So making good progress. Looks real good. All right. It's really starting to look like a race car now. Got both doors and both quarters hung on it. This side looks real nice. It's hard to see because I can't get far enough away, but the wheel well mates up real nice, and the wheel is centered in it. That looks good. And then we got, probably see this side a little better if I get around here behind some stuff out of the way, if I can keep from tripping and dying. That looks pretty good. Got a little bit of a mismatch on this side. I ain't sure how it happened, and it doesn't really matter. I just got to fix it. But a little bit of a mismatch up there. See, didn't quite jive out, and I got to trim that a little bit. But it also, see, we got a big gap here and a little gap here. So either the rear end housing is not in the thing square, which is possible, although it shouldn't be too far out, or there's some trickery going on here with the way the car is all askew, and it just, it didn't come out right for whatever reason. If the rear end is square, I may just trim that little bit up there and leave it. It don't matter. It's not going to hit. So, but she looks real good. Them quarter panels is tall. But she looks real good. And it's all, these are mounted. I got all the nut bars underneath and riveted in place. So these doors and quarters, except for this one, which is going to get riveted on, are mounted. But I don't want to mount this one permanent like, because I want to be able to take all of this off when we put it up on the lift, because it's a lot easier to get to a lot of this stuff without the sides on it. So, but she looks real good. Make it bag. We got about 10 days until practice day. So we got to hustle, but we're getting there. All right, I didn't accomplish much today, except going and talking to sponsors and securing the money to finish this thing. So I guess that was probably the most important thing to do, but I did get back in time to, well, I got built up a hitch for the truck, got that going, done. I made the little, where's my finger at? The little bottom angles here to go on both quarters and down the door on the passenger side over here to hold, for the struts to hold it out where it goes. And that actually took longer than I thought it would, but I got that done, and I made a big old long list of shit I got to get from O'Reilly. And tomorrow we'll do window posts, sail panels, and maybe the spoiler if we got time. And it's time to put the motor in it. So making progress, just didn't accomplish a whole lot today. All right, It's raining, so bear with me. The body, except for the spoiler, is done. And I think it looks damn fine. This is probably the best body that me and the captain have built plumb from scratch. We've done, I don't know, half a dozen of them or more now. Well, probably more than that. Say 10 or 12. But every one of them gets a little better. Hard to see from this angle here. I go over by the bridge port so you can see the side angle. I'm really happy with how the sail panels turned out. She looks mean. I was going to come back all the way to a point, but it just didn't look right whenever I got back over here. It looks pretty damn good though, I think. And of course the spoiler is going to go from tip to tip on the quarter panels, basically. That turned out real good. Making good progress. I think we're going to put all the instruments and such in the driver's compartment, get all the wiring tucked up, and then when it quits raining, probably Sunday, we'll drag this thing out and put it on the lift so we can put the motor in it. Making good progress. Looks damn good. Yep. Alright. I'm going to call the body done enough for practice night. She looks real good. Might do the nose sides up here if I get time, but I got a lot of shit to do yet and only a week to do it in. Got the spoiler made today, which we're going to have to redo before the first race because the retards that sold us this material sold us white instead of clear. And it's only 1/8 of an inch thick instead of 3/16. So it's like it's wrong in every way it could be wrong. But I just don't have time to wait for the replacement to show up. So the spoiler for practice night is going to be this, which will work. I mean, it'll be fine, but it's not, doesn't meet the rules, and it's not what I wanted. So I don't think it's possible it won't be strong enough. I don't know, but we'll see. But regardless, I ain't got time to redo it, and I ain't got no material to redo it out of, so we're running it. We're sending it as it is. But otherwise, it's in good shape. Made up. I still gotta tie it to the quarter panel here. The spoiler gotta be tied to the quarter, and then this piece of metal here, I guess I pointed to it from the top. This piece of metal here is not tied on either to the quarter panel on either side. So I've got little angles for the spoiler and big angles for the, I don't know what you call that filler piece, and the nut bars that go with it to tie it to the quarter panel. Up here on the spoiler, I'll just use nuts because we can get to them, right here real easy, no problem. Same as we've done for the sail panels on either side. It's just you can reach them real easy, so there's no sense in going to the effort to fabricate something when you can just use a nut. So looks real good, making good progress. We'll do them plastic struts and stuff when it's up on the lift for put the motor in, because I don't like laying on the ground. I'm fat and lazy. Anyway, looks real good. I'm happy with how it has turned out.